it is briefly comprehended in this.
And this is the sum of all the scriptures and the commandments. It's briefly summed up in this.
Saying namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Now, you're supposed to love your neighbor as yourself. That's how you sum all these commandments up. Everything you're doing in this book is for your brother you've seen, not for the God you haven't seen. You show your love to God by loving your brothers. You show your love to God by loving your parents. You show your love to God by giving your nation your support, not your ridicule and strife. That is not how you show your love. You stand with your brothers and not with the enemy. That's how you show your love. Who are our enemies? Let me get that, Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Maybe the brother just don't know, man. Who put us on these slave ships?
Am I your enemy?
You have to answer that yourself. I can't answer that for you. Let me get that, Deuteronomy 28. And start at verse 1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1.
I love everybody.
I said, am I
Enemies are manifest. I love everybody.
I said, am I your
You understand? I love everybody. You got to answer that yourself, huh?
I said, am I your enemy?
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yes or no, man?
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
That's a pretty racist statement. God said he loves the Israelites and is going to set them on high above all other nations. Right? Go ahead.
And all these blessings shall come on thee.
And then you'll be blessed. Chapter 15.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Which we did not do.
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes,
Which we refuse to do.
which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So God's going to curse us, man, when we don't keep these law, statutes, and commandments. Especially when we hate on each other. Right? You could be wearing fringes and hate your brother. You could have the meat tree. You could have everything in the book to look like a Hebrew Israelite and want to kill your brother secretly in your heart. You're a damn enemy of God. You're his enemy. Read that 68. Jump to 68.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
God said whoever does this, they're his enemy. Who did this? Go ahead.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So God said, I'm going to bring you into Egypt, or excuse me. I'm going to bring you into Egypt again, the house of bondage and slavery. Right? I'm going to do that to you again. Go ahead.
By way whereof I spake unto thee.
By the way I spake unto you. Go ahead. The way Moses said it was going to happen. Go ahead.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
And you Negroes, right? Y'all have never seen your homeland, right? Y'all can barely afford a plane ticket to go visit Jerusalem. Because you're so oppressed financially that they won't financially allow you to leave. Ain't no Walmart employee stocking shelves unless he's probably living home with his parents and he's got to save up the money to go to Jerusalem. Right? That's not a free trip. And the United States government is not going to fund your trip or tell you, you know what, since we robbed and wrecked your families for hundreds of years, why don't you, if you want to build a house over there, you can do that. Right? They're not going to open up the records and say, you know, you are the real Jews. You know, we were lying. That's not going to happen. Right? That's why they're God's enemies. Go.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
And when you get off those slave ships, you're going to be sold to your enemies, not your friends. Go ahead.
For born men and born women.
And when you get off the slave ships, you're going to be sold to your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. All right? Go ahead.
And no man man shall buy you.
And no man is going to purchase you, meaning as redeem you. Real quick, let's jump to Leviticus 25. I think start at 45. 25 and 45. What is it talking about to buy? So we got slaves for sale, but none of the white people, they brought them. Maybe they're right when they tell us, my family didn't own slaves. I never benefited. That's a damn lie. Right? Is that what I'm looking for? Leviticus 25 and 45, it talks about redeeming your brother? Or is it down more? Go ahead.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 25 and verse 45. Moreover, the children of the strangers that do sojourn among you.
So the children of the strangers that sojourn amongst you. Go ahead. Is it 44? Yeah, go ahead, start at 45.
God. The book of Leviticus, chapter 25 and verse 45. Moreover, the children of the strangers that do sojourn among you, of them shall ye buy, and of their families that are with you, which they begot in your land, and they shall be your possession.
So the other people going to be our possession, man. When we are in our rulership and in our land, we're allowed to buy the heathen. They're not allowed to buy us, and we're allowed to keep them forever. We can pass them down forever, right? I think most races of people, most nations, would want to be possessed by black people, right? Because we're clean, we're strong, we're smart, it's going to be good living, we got the best entertainment, we got the best cooking, right? We can make your stuff better. Look, she's smiling. She wants to be possessed by the blacks. Because people know it's going to be the best time ever.
We the most merciful.
I think it's unfair that they had us in captivity in this nasty, disgusting place, and they're going to have it good in the kingdom. Or we're going to have it good, they're going to have it rough. But it's going to be hard to even be rough, because you're going to be scrubbing floors, and you're going to be able to hear a dope track, and you're going to be bopping your head scrubbing floors. I don't think that's fair, right? We had to listen to all that garbage country music when we were slaves. We couldn't bop our heads to that garbage. River dancing and all this goofy shit. Excuse me. Go ahead.
And ye shall take them as an inheritance for your children after you, to inherit them for possession. They shall be your bondmen forever.
No, sometimes.
They shall be your bondmen forever.
Real quick, let's just jump to the point I was trying to make about redeeming. Redeeming. I think it's like 2 verses down. 48, go ahead, try that.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 25 and verse 48. After that he is sold, he may be redeemed again.
After that he is sold, he may be redeemed. Let's see by who. Go ahead.
One of his brethren may redeem him.
One of his brothers. So if one of our brothers could have redeemed us from this chattel slavery, and the African is your brother, and the black woman is God, why didn't God come redeem the black people, so-called Native Americans and so-called African Americans that were sold to these pale-faced devils? If the African is your brother, why didn't y'all come to redeem us? Go ahead.
Either his uncle or his uncle's son may redeem him, or any that is nigh of kin unto him, or his family may redeem him. Or if he be able, he may redeem himself.
So if the so-called Africans are our family, it says family. They knew, they the ones who sold us. But nobody came. No military, no Navy came. No shots were fired. It was just sell these Negroes off, well paid. Y'all can do what the hell y'all want to do with them. I even heard African chiefs say, if we would have known what they were doing to y'all, we wouldn't have sold y'all. Whether if it's true or not, it doesn't matter. You put us up on auction blocks. You put us up for sale. Right? And guess what, so-called white man? Just because somebody's for sale, that doesn't mean you should buy them. You moron. Oh no, oh, I see black people for sale. Let me get a line. That doesn't make you innocent, idiot. If you buy a young 13-year-old girl and you brought her from a trafficker, the cops catch you, you can't say, I bought her, but I wasn't selling her. You're a moron. It's just that simple. So when you make these unsensible statements, remember Carruthers, I called you a moron. It doesn't make you smart because you have money in your bank account so you can buy things. Doesn't make you intelligent. Right? It actually lowers your intelligence. Struggle makes you smart. Everybody who's damn near a billionaire on the earth had to struggle to get to their billion. Most people didn't inherit it. Right? And people working in Yale and Harvard, these smarty art Negroes and Negroettes, they ain't got a damn billion. They making 100,000, 80,000 a year. And they're the smartest people on the earth. Right? Unbelievable. Go back to